In the world of true crime, some stories disturb us not just for their brutality, but for the questions they leave behind. The case of Issei Sagawa is one such story. Set in Paris, 1981, a city of art and intellect soon to be stained by horror. Two students at the Sorbonne, Issei Sagawa, a quiet Japanese doctoral candidate with dark fantasies, and Renée Hartevelt, a vibrant Dutch student. Their meeting was academic, but Sagawa's obsession with cannibalism was growing dangerously close to reality. Outwardly, he was a diligent scholar. Inwardly, he was consumed by violent desires. Renée, thriving in Paris, accepted an invitation to Sagawa's apartment to discuss poetry, unaware of the danger. This ordinary meeting would become a chilling reminder of how evil can hide in plain sight. The stage was set for a crime that would shock two nations and leave a legacy of controversy. What followed would challenge legal systems and haunt the public for decades. In the City of Light, a shadow was about to fall, and the world would never forget. On June 11, 1981, Renée Hartevelt arrived at Sagawa's apartment expecting an evening of poetry and study. The atmosphere was calm, until Sagawa, acting on his long-held fantasies, shot her in the neck. In an instant, a promising life was ended. Sagawa's obsession took over. He spent 2 days with Renée's body, documenting and fulfilling his cannibalistic desires. He believed consuming her would grant him her beauty and vitality. Eventually, he tried to dispose of her remains in 2 suitcases at the Bois de Boulogne. Spotted by a couple, Sagawa panicked and fled, leaving the evidence behind. The police were alerted, and the investigation began. The nightmare was no longer secret. Paris would soon learn the truth. The hunt for Issei Sagawa was on. The discovery of the suitcases led police straight to Sagawa. He confessed without hesitation, describing his crime in chilling detail. Charged with murder, Sagawa's defense argued insanity. French psychiatrists declared him legally insane, shifting the case from criminal court to psychiatric care. The public was outraged. Justice for Renée seemed out of reach. Sagawa was committed to a French mental institution, but diplomatic pressure led to his deportation to Japan. There, legal loopholes emerged. With charges dismissed in France, Japan had no grounds to hold him. Sagawa was released, free to walk the streets. A killer had slipped through the cracks of 2 justice systems. The world watched in disbelief, and the controversy was only beginning. In 1986, Issei Sagawa checked himself out of a Tokyo psychiatric hospital, a free man. The public was stunned, a confessed murderer and cannibal now at liberty. Sagawa embraced his infamy, writing books, giving interviews, and even appearing in films. His notoriety became a twisted form of celebrity in Japan. Many were horrified, seeing his freedom as a failure of justice and a mockery of his victim's memory. The media's fascination with Sagawa blurred the line between reporting and glorification. He never expressed true remorse, often discussing his obsessions with chilling detachment. Sagawa lived out his days in freedom, dying in 2022. His story remains a disturbing example of how legal and psychiatric systems can fail. The fact that he profited from his crime is one of its most unsettling legacies. The world was left to grapple with the consequences. The Issei Sagawa case forces us to question the meaning of justice. When a killer is deemed insane, is justice truly served? The case exposed the limits of legal systems and the challenges of handling crime and madness. It also raised troubling questions about media ethics. Should a murderer become a celebrity? Sagawa's story is a cautionary tale about the dangers of sensationalism and the gaps in international law. For Renée Hartevelt's family, there was no closure, only a haunting sense of injustice. The echoes of this case still resonate, urging us to reflect on law, mental health, and the responsibilities of society. Some questions may never be answered, but the shadow of this crime lingers on.